Okay, so the next next MCQ is which polysaccharides contained in plant cells helps prevent constipation. Okay, which polysaccharide contained in plant cells helps prevent constipation. Before I move into the question, I will give you a brief sketch for all the carbohydrate types, which helps you to get marks in MCQ questions. So let's see what is that. Carbohydrates. What are the main types of carbohydrate? Monosaccharide. Mono means one, saccharide means sugar. So if there is only one, mono means one, saccharide means sugar. If there is only one sugar molecule, those compounds are called monosaccharides. Disaccharides. Di means two, saccharide means sugar. If they are a compound which contains only two sugar molecules, those are disaccharides. Polysaccharides. Poly means many. So if there are many sugar molecules, roughly about 10, those are called polysaccharides. Under monosaccharides, we have glucose. We have glucose, fructose, galactose. Under disaccharides, we have maltose, sucrose, and we have lactose. Under polysaccharides, we have starch and cellulose and glycogen. Okay, those are the carbohydrate types. So I am going to give you some special characteristic or the properties of these carbohydrate types. So mark that one, and this is the sweetest sugar. This is the sweetest sugar. So cellulose, this is the most abundant carbohydrate. Most abundant carbohydrate. අපේ ස්වභාවයේ පවතින බහුලව පවතින carbohydrate වර්ගය තමයි cellulose. Most abundant one. Second one about cellulose, it does not have a nutritional value. පෝෂණ ගුණයක් නැහැ. Third one, it helps to prevent constipation. It helps to prevent constipation. Fourth one, it is the only carbohydrate type which cannot be digested in human digestive tract. It is the only carbohydrate type which cannot be digested in human digestive tract. And it is the most abundant carbohydrate as well. And galactose is the only carbohydrate which cannot be seen in plants. It is the only carbohydrate which cannot be seen in plants. Lactose in very small amount, very small amount, but it does have in plants. Galactose is the only carbohydrate type that cannot be seen in plants. Okay. Then galactose and lactose can be found in dairy products. කිරි ආහාරවල තමයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. Dairy products. Galactose and lactose. Glycogen, it is used to stored in human where? Liver and muscle. අක්මාවේ සහ පේශිවල තමයි glycogen විදිහට තැන්පත් වෙන්නේ. So I have already explained how this is occurred. How this happens. Extra glucose, if we have extra glucose in our bloodstream, that extra glucose is converted into glycogen and is stored in liver and muscle. However, glycogen is the type of carbohydrate that is used to store carbohydrate in human body. මිනිස් ශරීරය ඇතුලේ කාබෝහයිඩ්‍රේට් වර්ගයක් ගබඩා වෙනවද? ඒ ග්ලයිකෝජන් විදියට. So what about glucose? It is the type that produce in photosynthesis. It is the type of carbohydrate that produced in photosynthesis. Starch. It is the carbohydrate type that is stored in plants. Although glucose is produced in photosynthesis, in plants they store carbohydrate as starch. So stored in plants. Sucrose. It is the type of carbohydrate which transport the food. ආහාර ග්ලූකෝස් විදිහට නිපදුනාට සුක්‍රෝස් විදිහට තමයි ට්‍රාන්ස්පෝර්ට් කරන්නේ ශාකය තුල. So it is used to transport. Glucose sucrose බවට පත් කළා තමයි transport කරන්නේ. So for the maltose it can be found in germinating seeds. What is germinating? It is the stage where seeds becomes to grow or becomes into plant. That stage is called germinating. අපේ පොඩි පියලි වගේ දේවල් ඇති වෙන්න ගන්න අන්න ඒ අවදියේ. So in germinating seeds we have maltose. So those are the special characteristics you should remember to get high marks in MCQs. Okay. Here, have you noticed that always if a carbohydrate type is stored, store කරගන්නවා නම් ගබඩා කරගන්නවා නම් it is a polysaccharide. Let's see, in plants it is starch, it is a polysaccharide. In human it is glycogen, it is also a polysaccharide. But for the transportation they do not use polysaccharides, they use disaccharides and monosaccharides. In plants they transport foods as sucrose, it is a disaccharide. In human body carbohydrate transported as glucose. අපේ රුධිරේ glucose විදිහට තමයි transport වෙන්නේ. This is a monosaccharide. So for the transportation they use monosaccharides and disaccharides, but for the storing purposes both plants and humans use as polysaccharides. So what is the reason for this one? So actually I am going to explain it in 21st question. Okay, so for this question this is enough. So take a quick sketch of this one. And what is the answer? It is cellulose. It is the carbohydrate type which helps to prevent constipation. Okay, this is the answer.